the Trent Liero brought up his 100th first grade game in the grand final as the pre-season challenge commences for the Canberra Raiders and the Melbourne Storm. Oh, Samuel Hine taken off his feet. Strong Melbourne defence. We'll keep an eye on number 8 for Canberra. Hine, they tell me he goes at 100 miles an hour and has been highly impressive training with the main squad. Owen Paddy played every first grade game last year, and now it's worked on the right by Hamlin. Beautiful ball movement. Peel to Leo. That gives Cesari some space down the sideline. Oh, that was sharp. With Canberra now shifting it left. Stewart. Past Morris. Not past the second wave. Clark, a good backstop. And now they get very close through Utah. Crash play. Roddy. No. One tackle left. Peel there. Last appeal off. Final play. Alaya to Laurie. Laurie puts boot to ball. Yes. Asamoah is over. Bit of class from Dane Laurie and a good finish from Michael Asamoah. And we have points at Seaford.
I said off the top that he will certainly ask questions of the opposition defence. Beautifully weighted kick from Dane Laurie, the former Panther. Started here. Nice tackle from Chevy Stewart, getting physical with the Melbourne Storm fullback, and then lovely service out of dummy half there from Paddy. 2 passes wide to Laurie, and just got the kick in and around the left edge there of the Melbourne Storm. Well weighted inside Sevic, and Asamoah sweating on the bounce. And the Raiders find first points of the afternoon, and it's...
I don't know, they're in numbers there. That was a heavy hit from Lasati. A bit of help from Holton as well. Crash play. Sam Hyde gets over. 4 defenders are on him, but big Sam Hyde has made it to the line. It's going up as no try. Hetherington on the line, and then bursting onto an Angus Hinchy. Almost got there. Stewart around the legs. Last, Holton hurries it. This could work out well. Lasati, great work there from... Record crowd here, 18,000. When King Wally and the Broncos came down here in 1989, and the Raiders were starting their run to a premiership. Now, Alaya in the 5/8 role, the Chevy Stewart. Managing to get the offload away. Laurie, the man who set up the 1 try. Away to Nicholson. And it keeps going with Asamoah in and away. Asamoah sets sail. Impressive. Michael Asamoah with a double.
Showing great promise, Asamoah, for a couple of seasons now coming through the grades at the Raiders. And described as the Brian Toll style of player, and showed great pace here to get on the outside. There's the work from Stewart, just twisted and bumped his way offloaded, and then they zing the ball out to their right-hand side. Ends up in the hands of Asamoah. And showed great pace to get on the outside there of Cooper Clark. On the inside appeal, so strong close to the line. And Michael Asamoah gets a double in the opening half, and the Raiders, although they've had some issues...
So final play of the first half, it would seem. There is the siren, and that is the end of the first half. So the Canberra Raiders with 2 tries, both to Michael Asamoah, and they lead 8 points to 0. So here we go, second half. And we're off and running. Jack Hetherington did well to stop him. Now comes to Seve, who reaches out and grabs that ball. Storm get their first try. Although, hang on, it's been called a knock on. I think the referee is going to let this play out, and then we might go back and inspect. But Alaya weaving and running and getting it on. This has got a bit of razzle-dazzle. Sione Finau. He got ankle tap. Gets up.
Here it is, close to the line. Looked like he beat Matty Nicholson, just needed to get the ball down.
Similar type run, went a long way, and he did the same thing there. Now look where the Raiders are, looking for their 3rd try. Jay's doing Kamala. Right under the sticks. in now. And it's turned back inside.
Tackle.
And Clydesdale goes nowhere. Yeah, Satrick all over it. Lasani was there to help. Here comes now Afamasaga on to Elia. Oh, what a wonderful pass. That's a sensational try. Saxon Innes with quite possibly his first touch. But what about that pass?
Great hit back here from the Raiders. After almost conceding points through Marion Sevic down the other end. Here it is, close to the line. Looked like he beat Matty Nicholson, just needed to get the ball down, unable to do so. And the Raiders just playing the whistle. Good work from Dane Laurie. And then upfield.
From country Queensland. Smith. Mark. Afamasaga turning it in. It's played back now for Smith. Malachi Smith. High. This time they ran him up quickly, the Storm. Hetherington and Amare Milford combining in the tackle. Masaga, Laurie, Subtle, Chris, bobbles, and then the flick pass, which we've seen so often before. And it's Sione Finau who finishes it off. Real class about that one. Seb Chris drawing and passing, a thing of beauty.
Well, the Raiders again slick with their attack. Seb Chris just showing his absolute class here, and it was at this time last year in the Charity Shield that Sione Finau, he bagged a number of tries. 4 was it for the Dragons. Good left flick pass there from Sebastian Chris, and just muscles his way over there. Sione Finau, the former Dragon, was lent into Peel.
A double pump. From Masanga. Getting it back in for Chris. Well, he might have got clipped there by Hetherington. And in the end, a penalty could have been handy, but Canberra come up with it anyway, and they'll get one last crack at it. Oh, Melbourne not gone, so there we go. Didn't need the penalty in the end. Tuigamala. Sharks Jr., this number 17 for Canberra. Oh, what a beautiful move. Jalen Afamasaga. Stylish try. And the 22-year-old has a lovely moment in the pre-season challenge.
See what I like about this bloke is his will to play straight, and it takes courage, particularly as you go up the levels. And only moments ago did he play straight and link up with Laurie for the try to Sione Finau. This time, just slicing in between some tiring forwards. This will show it beautifully. Looking out. Lovely show of the ball. Couldn't believe his luck. No one at home. And Masanga, I beg your pardon, just crossing for the Raiders. And he's looked really sharp, the number 6. Looks a prospect. Classy. He's got time.
So he profited a lot on the right side. That time just running down the middle. And the first conversion is successful there. Ethan Elia. It stays in the middle. Patuki case. Last year became a regular starting prop in New South Wales Cup as he continues his development. The 14, Malachi Smith. Now with 2 dummy halves on the field, he's playing a ball running role. A little bit of subtlety there from Stewart. He puts Chris away. Chris is there. Chris scores. Well, he's been setting him up. This time he gets it down himself. And this has been an impressive second half from the Raiders.
Yeah, poor intercept from the Melbourne Storm, and then back-to-back set restarts, which we're going to see wreak some havoc, I reckon, in the early rounds until players find their match fitness. And again, it's Afamasaga linking up with Stewart. Just watch the work of Chris. Sharp off the left foot, beats a couple of defenders and slams the ball down. He's been a class above in the second half, Sebastian Chris. Powerful, athletic, and another one of these rampaging outside backs at the Raiders that are just genuine. Joey Walsh, who we'll get to see on the weekends, had a great summer for Manly.
Well, pre-season's made for youngsters like Joey Walsh. Holt. Ham. Oh, yeah.
Get up now, Jordan, off the arm. Looking Jordan. Hold. Hold.
Back open side. Hinchy.
Last tackle. Release, yeah.
With the short side play on the 5th. And here it comes. The man laying it on is Jordan Hamlin. And the man scoring is Liam Williams. And Melbourne are on the ball.
Yeah, Melbourne's first try. It's been a long time coming, but he did well there, Williams. Liam Williams just cutting hard off the left foot on the last tackle, looking to run the ball. It's been a real trend in the game that we've seen accelerate over the last 18 months. And Melbourne just venturing down their left-hand side. This was the sin binning of Tuoliti, gone for high contact after Eli Morris had to leave the field. And then just venturing down the left-hand side, it's Hamlin.
Isaiah Murga guides that one through. So 28 points to 6, and we still need a Canberra offload. And one offload short, as Seb Chris gets iced up. Doesn't look too concerned. He can be well pleased with his afternoon's work, just warming into another NRL season. Raiders only lost 5 games last year before the finals. A tremendous season. And they've been consistent for a while. We talk about their achievements last year. They've been finalists in 5 of the last 7 years. And there have been some changes, but no reason to think why they couldn't have another very successful season.
Yeah, Penrith coming up, about to roll out some of their wonderful production line. A lot of young stars on show.
Middle's got a hold. Hold that.
Moving on there, fullback Jackson Edgar, very good young player. Waiting in the wings there behind Dylan Edwards and the Cowboys. Our first look at really a full-strength Cowboys side on the eve of Vegas. Jake Clifford showed some good signs last week at Cogra Oval against the Dogs, but a chance with their full-strength side, really.
Yep. Now, that is bouncing. That should be play on. Oh, no, it's called forward. That looked like it rebounded off a Raider. Jackson Innes is the man playing it.
There's the offload.
Finau! Oh, 15 from 15, and it could be something of a try assist as well. This is Braden Darmody flying down the sideline. Now, it's a little messy.
Oh, nice move there. After
And then, oh, triple cutout. Excuse me. And Finau plants it down for his second. That's a gorgeous pass, exposing the Storm lacking defenders. And this is a 12-man Canberra side laying on a very nice try near the end.
Yeah, this was Darmody just streaking down the far touchline, but it all started with the Finau offload back through the middle of the field, and then as Darmody played the footy, you could see Finau just go back out to his left wing. Afamasanga, nice little shimmy there and summed it up beautifully. He's had some lovely touches.
And it sounds like the Darmody cheer squad is going to clap him in. And, oh, hits the woodwork. This is loosey-goosey, and then Peel with one of the passes of the day, and then the kick on the outside of the bird. This is an exciting finish. Stewart, though, cleans it up. And that's a good day's work for the young Canberra Raiders.